Hello everybody and welcome back to another Final Fantasy XI live stream. I am very excited for this one today. We are going to be hitting at least Red Mage 70, and if you'll notice, I have adjusted my layout yet again. We'll see if I like it. I wanted to play with a little bit more screen real estate and whatnot. So here we are. That should be good. Hey, what's up, Cameron? Yep, new overlay. So we can actually see what's going on. Oh, the chat's going to be overlaying that particular menu, eh? It's going to be a little bit of growing pains. We're going to have to, you know, figure some of this stuff out, but it's all right. Partly, let's just say today's partly experimental. Yeah, Nico, you want in? We haven't even started, so far it's me and Druin, so... He should be here shortly. Oh, I'm really happy with the new layout. Except for this. Wait, this. I could do without that. We're gonna have to figure that one out. But it's all right. It's a start. You're in? All right, sweet. So we got Red Mage, Bard, and First Voke nailed down. So I think we're gonna be solid. Heck yeah. Wee. Look at all the space. There's so much room for activities, chat. Oh, I actually have one issue, and I'll show you in a second. It is zone names. Boink. All right. What is my subgerb? Black Mage? Let's change that. Inventory menu is now visible. Now we can critique how poorly you manage it. Was that not visible before? Oh no, my poorly managed inventory. Actually, I've been good. And it's been difficult because I've been fishing. Between fishing, digging, crafting, farming on Thief, and playing a Red Mage, it's been a nightmare. $63 to $71 INV. Let's see what we got. Whoa, boy. How's everybody else doing? How y'all been since, when did I stream last? Sunday? Anybody got any good plans for Thanksgiving? Anybody in the States got anything fun going on? Let's see. There's a ranger. We need a sink. Sacrificial Taru. And is my chat working? That's the other question. Yes. Okay, good. But yeah, I've been touching up the stream stuff a little bit. Oh, there's a dark. Dope. I have been invited to my brother's girlfriend's parents' place for Thanksgiving. And the food that I've had from them so far has been excellent. Deviled eggs? Maybe. I realized a little too late that I set us up without like a Dragoon healer. So this party... Oops. This party's going to be a bit of a chore to heal, but we'll manage. PCMD ad Druine. All right. Oh boy. Light stay tomorrow. I have never used the Movalpolos water. Does that stack with refresh? Or do I just not have to cast refresh on myself? Party member list. Oh, I forgot to change to White Mage sub, didn't I? Oh, that's funny. You didn't know about Movalpolos water, but you brought up the fact that it's light stay. That's actually hilarious. Funny story. About that, and I'll explain once Movalpolos water. I'll explain once I've changed my sub, so I don't forget that. Materials, alchemy 2. Have I never sorted this? Is it in Alchemy 1 here? It is. How long does this last? I actually don't know. 30 minutes. I only need 2 of them. All right, let me change. Okay, so Mithra stand idle like Naja, is that an add-on? It is a pivot file. It's a pivot swap that swaps your idle stance on Mithra. I am currently working on reordering my Discord for the way I handle, like, you know, pivot files and add-ons and things that I think people would like, and soon I'll be posting it if you're interested. I think it's already in the old channel. But as long as you know how to use a pivot file, you too can stand like you're chilling. Oh, okay, that chat is gonna be way too big for me. Let's do like that. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. The chat right there. I'm gonna have to figure something out. What if it's like here and smaller? That ought to be a fine spot. So Movalpolos water is an item that during light stay gives you refresh for 30 minutes. The reason it does that on this server specifically, and I'm probably other private servers as well, is it was an item that was what? Oh. It was an item that in one of the old wikis, somebody made a note that Movalpolos water gives you refresh during light stay. However, it turns out that it's not a real thing. One of the rare times where, like, the very thing you would think would happen with making private servers, misinformation is out there and it gets absorbed into, oh, I got a pig in the Discord, gets absorbed into, you know, the zeitgeist, what the players think is real. And then gets implemented. Party. Member list. Sacrificial Taru. Movalpolos water is a real thing for refresh. I was told that it was tested on live and it didn't work. I have not confirmed myself. Who was the other? Daldino. It works on Horizon. That's the funny part. But it does not work on retail, meaning it never existed. Correct. David's got it. What is the community like on Horizon? It's been the best. Everybody you see is a real human. Single box to count. There's people everywhere. No matter where you go, there's somebody EXPing or farming or what have you. Right. This is going to be my first time actually using it, because it's going to be Lights Day during the bulk of our EXPing. ACO, since you've actually used it, can you just can you tell me, does it stack with refresh? I've never used it before, so I need to know if I have to like refresh myself or if it's better to just refresh myself. I actually don't know the answer to these things. I bought 2. I figured I'd try it out. Lots of people on. Currently 1,873. That'll probably pick up to about 2,100 by the evening time. Yeah, super full all the time. I mean, not full, but yeah, it's really. It's like the old days. Yeah, correct. The note about it being on the old wiki. Yeah, I think that's so funny. It's just like the thing that people would say would happen, like, oh, it's not real Final Fantasy XI. Well, no, it's the best emulator we've got, is what it is. And, you know, sometimes a thing on a wiki gets implemented, and it may or may not be accurate. And interestingly enough, that's what LSB, the server, the base, the code base that Horizon is moving to, LSB has a much higher level of veracity. I would assume they don't have Movalpolos water coded there, like that. You're not 100% sure? All right, we're going to find out. Oh boy. The economy? The economy is one of my favorite aspects of Horizon. Because there's so many people playing and, you know, putting things in the auction house, bazaring stuff. As a crafter, I've always really enjoyed playing the market, playing the auction house for, like, you know, with different crafted items, with different materials, you know, and it's been super stable. How is the price of like Scorpion Harness or Noble's Tunic? They're farmable. I would say if you're a relatively new player and you wanted a Scorpion Harness, and you got like the logging gear or the helm gear, and you went out and did logging, you could probably afford a Scorpion Harness in like like a day worth of farming, maybe 4 or 5 hours. If you do like Gelspa, maybe more like 6 hours. Noble's Tunic, I actually don't know the answer to that one. Yeah, worst case scenario, I have the Movalpolos water on for half an hour, and I have to just like deal with it for 30 minutes. Party member list. No. Rearrange. We're going to put Sack on the bottom underneath Druin. And then we're going to go Ninja Dark, or Ninja Warrior Dark. Perfect. Yeah, so the one thing you will know about, the one thing you'll find about Horizon is that is different from original retail is that RMT is heavily policed. So things are just natural, like proper prices. Like like as somebody who was crafting when the who was a crafter in OG COP when the RMT Christmas came in like 2000, what was that, 2005, 2006, 2005, I think. Some of the absurdity of prices at that time, you know, it's very different here. Everything makes sense within, you know, the kind of economy we have. People do a deal of printing and clamming, yeah. I'd say both of those things. Printing, if you buy mats, printing is probably 25K an hour. Clamming, if you're focused, clamming's more like 40 to 40K plus. Logging is like slightly better than clamming, and I'd say so is mining. For that question, I would say you might just be well off reading the website, I think, if you want to get an idea of what the kinds of changes are. But in general, it's made to emulate COP era. There are little things like level sync exists. And level sync is within 10 levels here, so you can't just cheese out your sync. What is printing? Printing is when you craft items specifically with the intent to sell them to an NPC. Nope, I meant printing. I love digging. It's my favorite money-making activity in this game, but which is also very good here. It's got a very cool level up system that was present in retail, but is you can see when you get skill ups here, which was never a thing in retail. All right, let's load tea timers. Now I can use tea timers without feeling guilty about completely destroying the viewing experience of this game. Dude, my screen was so full of crap. It's still gonna be, but at least you can see what's going on. But yeah, gill printing is like, if you guys remember back in the day when, you know, there was, you know, rusty caps. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Ah. Where you would NPC the results. There's like a lot more like, what is going on? There's a lot more like things you can be doing, and it helps keep the economy in an interesting, stable place, because the materials you print with have value, your final prints have value, and your time spent crafting, you know, to earn gil is not completely dependent upon market forces. And it tends to even out over time in terms of like, you know, time invested per gil gained. And I think it's a super important part of the economy. But you need to have the specific craft level. You need to, you know, you need to figure out how to obtain your mats. I need to move tea timers. There's no way I'm going to be able to maintain this healing in this party if people are going to keep taking damage like that. I guess we'll see. I need to stabilize chat. We're going to convert here. Do Horizon devs and mods frown upon printing? No, they don't. Because for a lot of reasons, the fact that gil sinks exist in the game, there are also ways to generate gil from NPCs. And so what they do is they monitor the prints. If the prints are too strong, they adjust them slightly. For example, for a while, wyvern scales into dragon cuisses were just generating too much gil in the economy, and they were tracking it. And then what they did was they lowered the gil that it makes by a few hundred, and they lowered the availability of scales to bring it more in line with the gil per hour that they thought made sense for the server. And so, you know, you just monitor that, and you balance the gil that's being created versus the gil that's being destroyed, and I think it's super important. It's a really interesting subject, to be honest with you, chat. It's something I think about a lot, so, you know, I don't necessarily have all the answers, but it is something I find interesting. All right, I need to move tea timers like ASAP. Slash TT reposition. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's no good place for any of this. Oh, this new layout. Yes, I made acorn squash to go with the Mediterranean chicken and egg noodles that we will be having for dinner tonight. It sounds like a YouTube membership, but I can't see it right this second. Or what was that? Crizzle Cakes! Thank you for the YouTube membership. Yeah, apparently the new layout still has some bugs to work out. Did I mean to eat a 30-minute food? Yeah. Why? Oh! The water. I don't know if that's a food or not. I assumed it was a drink. Hey there, Logan. Oh yeah, Crizzle Cakes, you're totally welcome. It was really bugging me that I didn't know what your issue was, so Water is a food effect? No. Am I ready for a day 9? The Windows 7. Yeah, Nidhogg. Oh man. I was like when it popped Fafnir last night, I was like, oh shit, here we go again. Oh, playlist ended. Oops. Yeah, the Spike Flail in 14's crossover was like a nice nod, but it really didn't capture the fear the fear that is instilled by a true Spike Flail. It wasn't quite. Wasn't quite what we remember. If Movalpolos water is a food, I kind of have no choice but to Divine Seal Karaga 2 there. Just kill it. Kill it! Jeez. Erase? I... Hey, what's up, Flamey? Yep, 69. Let's go. Yeah, Drew ain't happy. I tried finding it in the menu, but man, there's so many spells. Usually I have muscle memory for this kind of thing. What the heck? I'm not 60... I'm 63 synced. There's a reason I couldn't find it fast enough. I can't find it in my spell list for like X number more EXP. Oh man. Okay, no effect. It is a food. Alright, I'm gonna warp and remove my food at the ground mage. Yeah, I'm running to Brown Mage real fast. I've got Demmering, so I'll be back here in like not even 5 minutes. But did my food get used up? That's the real question. If so, I gotta hit the auction house really quick as well. It did. Okay. Bid materials alchemy. Movalpolos water. I'll just buy a stack. Screw it. Now, do I have Giesel greens? I do. Is the threat of breaking your chip a thing? It is, yeah. If you guys don't know, this is the Brown Mage. They make you poop. What? You want me to tend to your tummy? Trouble, no problem. And don't worry, this won't hurt at all. I'm only going to be flushing your bowels with thousands of tiny lightning bolts. It's all perfectly safe. I'll take it easy, Flamey. Back in 2004, I remember getting help so I could get Sky Access early as a 60 Thief. I had one EXP party on the birds and it was so good. Yeah. Yeah, you always wanted a good Sky EXP party back in the day. But it was weird because, you know, you didn't have level sync. At least when I did it, you didn't have level sync. And so, like, finding that, like, opportune party was a lot harder. Does this private server make it easier for Mythics? This private server is a progression server, Cabo. And so we're currently on the Chains of Promathia expansion. They're going to be releasing the expansions in the order they came out, with keeping 75 cap through each expansion. But when the Mythics do come out, they're not going to be like they were. They've said they want to make them more attainable than they were in Era, because it doesn't make sense for like the Alexandrite, for example, will probably just be more available than it was in Era. But not like free. Right? It's still going to be a lot of effort, but it like the Alexandrite is a good example of you not only had to do a massive amount of work, but you had to be so rich you could buy the server's entire supply of Alexandrite. So my assumption is they either lower the Alexandrite requirement or make it drop more readily from various Tau content. Pramihala, you've been doing the kiting method, but it's been rough. Honestly, Crizzle Cakes, I don't. If anybody has any good tips for Pramihala, the only good tip I have is kind of an obvious one. It's have everybody bring all 3 anima. And then just assign an order. Like, it's expensive, but it should get you the win. All right. We're back to camp. Wait, no effect. I don't know what that sound was for. All right, I don't know why the Movalpolos water isn't working. I thought it was just light stay. Chat, am I doing something wrong? You have to be below 85% MP when you use it? Thank you. I somehow missed that. In which case I probably didn't need to warp at all. Somebody said below 85%. I didn't realize they meant to utilize it. I thought it was just... Oh, jeez. Okay, it is a refresh style effect. So I didn't need to warp at all. Great. Sorry, party. Sorry. I'm sorry. At least now I don't have to keep refresh on myself. It'll just stay up. That's what I get for trying something new. And not doing my research beforehand. You know that meme where it's like the dude's in the box and it's just like, it's like the slime guy. He's like, I'll just come out of my box a little bit. It'll be great. Try something new. Gets punched back in. Now, that's me right now. I'm gonna regen Druin before resting. I don't like the way the layout of the chat is. Got 48 minutes. That 48 minutes, chat, that is my scroll from Eco Warrior. That's how much AFK I've been doing since I popped it. All right. Tell you what, actually, let's reposition that to behind my camera. I think that's what I'm going to do. No, move. Something like that. Okay, that should be good. The one side effect that I'm having of changing my overlay and stuff is I'm getting like laggy moments in game that I wasn't really getting before. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. Also, I should be pretty close to a level. No, not really. What's up, Timoli? We got another 69 in the party. Very nice. Does my stream stuff hide my HXUI EXP bar? I don't use the HXUI EXP bar. Mostly because I didn't have a place to put it before. Yeah, I've got a Discord linked in the description of the video since you're on YouTube. But how do you stare at your EXP waiting for the numbers to go up? How ghastly. I don't. That's what keeps me sane. Did your first bit of Endgame last night, doing some gods tonight? Dude, rock on! Whoa, Nico. Nico. I gotta haste somebody, don't die. How does Dark feel here? Dark's it's a really popular job. I mean, the Dark has a couple of additions from out of era to it, I believe. Like, for example, we're in COP era, but like Samurai sub gets Hasso. So I know that that's a big thing for the two-handed DDs. Yeah, true. I mean, I would say that like APOC and or like Kraken Club for Zerging, but also outside of those very rare things, Darks are decent tanks here. But like only if you have like really peak gear and like you're in like a shell that does that. As just like a pickup job to play, I wouldn't say it's in a great position, but in terms of its like peak operating like things it can do, it's very strong. Which is actually probably a good note, because yeah, if you're not already playing on the server, you know, those things are kind of like a lot of work to get to that point. Not having to refresh myself is like gigantic. Oh, true. Yeah. Having desperate blows without needing to merit them makes it kind of play like, you know, dark players want. You can do this a little bit, I think. Still waiting for the War/Paladin build. I've pivoted to wanting to do War/Blue. I think that's where the real special sauce is. However, I did have fun on War/Paladin. I should bring it out again, to be honest with you. I've got all the gear that I wanted. Oh, yeah. Technically, I could use like one more Tav piece. You get shield mastery from the trash, the ring that everybody says is trash. That's where the shield mastery comes from. I don't have it on me, but it's a duality loop. Yeah, Cocoon plus Defender, I think, is the real play. Cocoon, Defender, and Mine, the song. I really want to see if I can push some boundaries with that setup. All right. I'm a little ahead of my on my MP economy right now, which is good. If I can get a couple of ticks of resting, we'll be solid. Yeah, let me put D on this. War Brever is the best tank. Not really here. I mean, it's fine. Like, you obviously take less damage, but... And I didn't get a single tick in. Brilliant. Time to go back to the haste botting. Yeah, so Vit is the same idea of the mob's strength versus your vitality, and you basically lower the mob's F strength. So you're essentially directly lowering the mob's base damage. While defense lowers the wear on the curve. So if you think of the mob's base damage as a curve that is determined by it's determined by a number of factors, but in part like that F strength function. So you know, mob stats. So okay, if the strength of the mob is determining the curve that the damage can hit within, and that strength versus your vitality is sort of like how high the curve can peak. Defense is how far along that curve that you can that you take damage. So the less defense you have, the further. It's not parabolic. It's more like I think it's like a logarithmic curve. So call that a curve, whatever. And it's where up along that. It's where along that graph that you get hurt, is what defense is. Yes. It's a lot harder to optimize for Vit than it is for Agi. Agi's really an interesting one, and this is something that that was I didn't say explicitly when we were having more conversations about Warrior as a blood tank, but if you know the mob's dexterity, you can put in like an exact amount of Agi to reduce the mob's crit rate. Like you can literally know like the difference between your Agi and their dex, and then you can just account for that. So like I think we did some math. It was like what mob were we looking at? Jeez. We were looking at some endgame mob. Maybe Kieran, something that we had the official numbers on, or official, but like something we had like actual like numbers we could reference. And oh no, it was JOL. We were fighting Jailer of Love, and the conversation came up is like, because one of the black mages had recently looked at the graph of JOL's stats because they wanted to know its intelligence in order to hit the proper D-int, and the subject came up of D-Agi for the Paladin tanks. And we're like, let's look. And it turned out if you only needed like plus 30-something Agi for, at least for me, as a Mithra, in order to bring the D-Agi to 0 against Jailer of Love. Which means like, which pretty much means like you need like one piece of Kona gear at a minimum in your in whatever set you're going to be getting hit in. Now that fight is tanked with shadows. I almost got that regen off. That fight is shadow tanked, but even still, your shadows are going to go down at some point. If you have like M-body or something in your set, you're gonna reduce JLL's crit rate to minimum, which I think is 5%. I think that applies to mobs as well as players. And then with crit down merits, evasion crit minus, I'm rather sure you get JLL's crit rate down to 1%, which makes that fight a lot safer. Enemy CRD. We have not gotten Absolute Virtue yet. It was slated for, because they're making a custom version of it, and it is going to be hard, is what we've been told. But interestingly, they are going to be locking it to 18 players. So the players you go into the fight with are the players that, you have to get the win with. So the assumption is it'll be tuned to be very difficult for 18 players. Like, that's the idea. but it is not out yet. The YNAVs were always your downfall. Yeah, sadly, I didn't get to do JOL back in the day. When I was playing, like we did a good deal of C, but we never took an honest attempt at JOL or JOL AV. I did JOL. I don't remember exactly why, to be honest with you. Just something we didn't do, I guess. Maybe not enough KCs in the shell or something. Jeez, I don't have any clue how long haste was down. I think I need to grab a snack, chat. I haven't really eaten much in a couple hours. I'm making dinner right after we end stream. I made some acorn squash already, but that's just sitting. And I wonder, is Chaotic around? They sent me a recipe the other day on stream. It's for Mediterranean chicken thighs, and I'm actually making it tonight. Is my EXP scroll done yet? It is not. Oh, you got your Mars ring while the while you could still Kraken Club Zergit. Lucky. That ring is I mean, this is COP era. That ring would be cracked. Like, it's very good. You know, we're just the devs have other things on their plate. I know there's a couple people here who are like new to the server or interested in it. But essentially they've been working on a big project that basically is making it so they kind of have to reprogram the server all over again in order to basically take care of some technical debt. We recently did a podcast on this. If you guys don't know, I do a podcast. It's called the Level Sync Podcast. Check it out if you're interested in like old school 11. But we recently did a talk with some of the devs on like, you know, where that's at and what the troubles are. And, you know, so it's hard to like program other custom fights when you're like, well, we don't want to add more technical debt, you know? Oh, Ninurta's Sash. Yeah, that would be the dream, Ninurta's Sash. How much HP is this thing at? I don't know. This dude, if he keeps riding that Soul Eater, okay, he turned it off. Oh, had somebody touched that? Dang it. There we go. That was just a comedy of errors. Hello, Yazmat. Oh, I'm not tracking my Twitch ads. I hope you guys haven't gotten a... I mean, it's not like we're doing... it's not like we're doing anything. You need to see what's happening. Bring bird, kill bird. Gain EXP. Speaking of which, 2K TNL, let's go. Free MP refill. I think I'm gonna huck a Karaga 2 towards the end of this bird's life. Just because I'm getting that MP back soon. Why do I do Dia 2 over just Dia? Because my MP is fine. And it's more damage. I could probably just be doing Dia 1, but... How's been the Horizon experience so far? It's great. I love the server. Made a bunch of friends. Have an awesome Endgame LS that we've been like ride or die for like a year and a half now. I really like the balance changes that have come to, you know, Thief, which has been my favorite job to play. Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, it's more about keeping the chain alive, exactly. Like, if it gives us like 1 less second on the mob, or let's say 3 less seconds on the mob, you know, and that happens to keep a chain. But legitimately, if my MP becomes an issue, I should probably swap. Is the unofficial server this? Yeah, private servers are free. They actually can't take money, or else they'd probably get sued. Here I am talking about the efficiency of DF2, and I'm forgetting my hastes. $30 to 50 tries to beat Matt? Holy cow! I mean, Red Mage was my first main back in COP era, but I think I took like 4 tries? Three or 4? I actually don't remember. It's been so long. I mean, obviously, it's been a long time. Silence landed first shot. Let's go. All right, let's try to mash out some prots, right? No, I still got 1k left to go. Also, I should be DAing early in a mob's life, and that is legitimately, I could be doing that better, no doubt. I'm kind of focusing damage mitigation first because I'm solo heal, so I throw out Paralyze first. I think I should be good to... Alright, I'm just gonna go in for Prot and Shell. Oh, you meant Thief was your first. I missed what you said. Yes. Okay. Yes. No. Yeah. Because that you're at the mercy of RNG. 100%. I was like, Red Mage 40 to 50? I don't know. Oh, my Movalpolos water dropped. Is there enough people? Yeah, this server is very well populated. Like, if I was to say one thing would be the strength of this server, if anybody's thinking about wanting to play here, is the population. It's all single-boxed players. And we get like 2,500 peak on weekends. It's like, it hits like 2,100 daily. The endgame scene is super, like, legit. Sky, sea, king camping. Simmerg, you know, circuit. It's all there. You haven't even tried Matt yet. You heard Red Mage is one of the hardest, and I sat at 69. Yeah, Red Mage. I mean, there's more game knowledge nowadays. So while Red Mage's is hard in terms of execution, like, as long as you go in prepared, I think you'll be okay. It's not like Monk where you can get a Surin Fisted twice and die. You know what I mean? All right, this'll level me up, which will give me a full MP back. Hey, there we go. $70 Red Mage. I'm over the hump. Thanks, everybody. Oh yeah, elemental skill. That is... that is a real thing. Like if you don't have that, you're gonna struggle with that fight. Like there's really not an alternative. I guess maybe you could melee it, but with no sub job, like it's probably a bad idea. Oh. I should have DS'd that. I have Divine Seal. Oh well. Oh, I got a ring charge on. I got another Wandering Tales scroll. Ready to rock. Alright, I definitely need to grab a snack. Alright, when this chain breaks. Dang, that flamingo is dead. Hold on, I'm throwing a cure on sacrificial and then I'm running actually. Wrong headphones. All right, got a piece of cake. Yeah, I'm betting the chain is probably gone here because of me. Any idea if they will release Pup and Blue one day? Yes. Those will be coming when Treasures comes. There's a whole balance team working on the way to release those jobs in a way that is fun and good for the server. Yeah, we lost it. Core 2. Yep, all 3 jobs. The server owner, like, each of those jobs has, like, a certain person who's got, like, a lot of experience, like, with the math of them. working on them, and it's the server owner Eric who is leading the Corsair balance. One of the server owners. Jeez. Oh, I don't have Karaga 2. That kind of sucks. Oh no, no, those provokes. I'm toast. It turned. Thank goodness I didn't have MP for Karaga 2. Dude, I know. I'm like I'm not in the groove. I'm not in the zone. To be fair, that's usually where I'm usually I'm usually pretty derp, but okay. You do one non-sky party on Bard and you lose it all. What non-sky party did you do? I can't even picture you doing a non-sky party. Oh, that is the right mob. I would really like to Karaga 2 at the end of this mob's life. Ooh, Divine Seal's down. That's fine. I'll just let it rip. To be fair, I think that Horizon would run on a potato. If you're just looking to pick up something cheap. Like my 2014 laptop runs it. Nico, Druin wants you to STNPC provoke the other bird before the first one dies. He's just telling you passively. Assuming you're listening. Oop, it's now, don't yell at both of us. Yeah, I wonder what the min specs are, because the thing is 11 is it's actually meant to run on a single core processor. You have to jump through hoops to get the game to be recognized by modern GPUs. So, oh, you always got to turn this song up. This Altepa song is a bop. Played on PS2, Radrian? So did I. With the giant white box. I remember walking out of Walmart with my PS2 edition of Final Fantasy XI with a dream of playing Red Mage in my mind. And now I've come full circle. Oh wow, Dedalence. So you were playing. Are you in Europe? Because I know Europe had. Europe got ROZ after. Like you guys got base game and we didn't. Well, you guys. I mean, Europe did. You're East Coast? Wow. Because, yeah, PS2 launch here had ROZ, so Bard was already introduced. But, maybe PC? Wait, maybe just PC. Maybe PC had base game. Gotcha, yeah, that explains it. Dude, I love that controller. We were talking about that in the Discord the other day. The GameCube one is like a grail item for me. I know, chat. You have all seen the Xbox controller with a little keyboard on it, but this is a totally different beast that Bitter Buffalo is talking about. This is like a whole keyboard with a controller on it. You had the GameCube one for Animal Crossing? Dude! I hope I get the silence off. I did. Dope! You know, that might be a good idea for 8-bit dough. Does anybody use any of the 8-bit dough products? They basically make like console style controllers for PC. But if anybody were to do it, it would be them. Jeez, convert in 1 minute. You got a nice collection of them. Ratbugasti? Ratboo? How do you what is a shortened version of your name? But yeah, yeah, huge fan of 8-bit dough stuff. I've had 2 controllers, but I've wanted nearly all of them. Such quality controllers. Just get called Rat? Alright, Rat it is. You just got a controller dock they released for phones. Oh, cool. Which controller does it attach to? Or is it like universal? Convert in 5. I don't really know how to recover from this MP situation I'm in. I guess refreshing myself would be a good start. Maybe it's time to swap to Dia 1. To activate chat, please enable channels here. What happened? Did my chat die? Oh. I'm living on prayer right now. Ooh, it turned off me. I'm gonna get blink up and head back. Oh, sweet. I'm afraid of pulling hate here. My haste rotation has been in the toilet for like 5 minutes now. Alright. We got, let's see, how much time we got left? 10 minutes in this party. Get the normal music in for a little while. MP regen. Yo, getting like I would stay up late on the weekends just to get like the early AM Japanese players just to get into their parties. It was a whole thing back then. Whose haste is falling? Danelle. Okay. Protector 2 is dropping as well. I'm about to have some serious MP issues. I'm just gonna rest. Screw it. If they take damage, I'll heal it later. Good luck. Oh no, Nico's haste is dropping. No. Total haste bot. Is that text readable, chat? The little chat on screen. Small but readable. Because I want to have it on screen because I'm dual streaming, but I tried to gain more screen real estate with my new layout. So I want to, you know, I want to maintain some of that. My connection is too bad to read, but I think that's a me problem, yeah. Dude, I don't know what... Timoli, I have no clue what's going on with the timer text. It is... It's being real weird today. I think I should change the font altogether, maybe. Whoops. It was, but the thing is, because there's an outline to the font, it just gets so muddy randomly. Well, I'll try to keep them from dying, but... Nico, no! I can't cure the people who are provoking it. I mean, I guess I could. They've got some enmity built. No, not enough. What did I just refresh? Oh, I didn't refresh anybody. I hasted. Because hasting first was the smart thing. Whoa. Alright. Not nearly as much EXP as I was hoping to, but I had some issues. We had one person completely crash when they changed out of their Mog house, like... All in all said and done, like 23k or something with my bonuses. Yeah, it. I will be doing another stream this week, at a minimum. Either tomorrow or Friday, and we'll knock out some more red mage stuff. But I gotta go cook dinner. Oh, cast slots. I'll just let them have it. 888-967 Druin. Druin spanking us all. So here's the deal. I hadn't eaten anything all day, but I was making dinner. I'm making dinner for the household tonight, and I have prepped. I have some acorn squash that I roasted. I've got some chicken that I'm going to be doing. It's a Mediterranean chicken. Chaotic gave me the recipe the other day on stream. But yeah, sorry for the short stream, everybody. I gotta find a quick raid here on Twitch. But YouTube, that's gonna be it for this evening. Thank you everybody for hanging out. There will be definitely at least one more stream. Oh, DA streaming. We're gonna raid DA Soccer. 1 to 2 more leveling streams this week. I really want to get my red mage to 75 ASAP. DA's having a strange party right now. Okay. Yeah, but y'all are awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving to those who are in the States.